Hi there, and welcome to the official Merchroute YouTube channel. Today we'll be looking at how to construct an RFQ to ensure that you can accurately convey your products and ideas to your manufacturing facilities abroad and gain their attention and provide you with the best quote possible. So let's dive straight in to our RFQ special. Hey, sometimes do you ever feel like you're staring out into the wilderness, shouting with no one answering back?
Hello? Is there anyone alive out there? Can anyone hear me?
Dealing with Chinese suppliers can feel a little bit like that. However, today we'll be fixing that by implementing some simple but effective systems to get you noticed by Chinese suppliers on Alibaba and 1688.com.
Shut up and take my money!
Hi, my name is George Jewson and I'm one of the founders here at Merchroute. At Merchroute, we aim to teach people how to gain the best quality products from overseas manufacturing epicenters like China and Asia. So let's run through a bit of a problem that I'm sure many of us, including myself, have had. Now, you've found what looks to be like a fantastic supplier on Alibaba. You've sent them an email asking for their best price, their MOQ, and some other details. And we wait around, nothing. Absolutely nada. Nout. We don't hear back from them at all. Why though? Don't these Chinese manufacturers need my cash?
Show me the money!
The answer, and I'm really sorry to break your heart here, is but no, ultimately they don't need your order of 5 rose teddy bears. Even that order of 5,000 they can probably give or take. And the issue with places like Alibaba and ultimately anything online is that there is a high noise to value, meaning that there are many inquiries but not as many sales come out at the bottom end. It's a very extensive top of funnel and a very narrow bottom of funnel. And this leads us nicely into our video's main topic, how to stand out when approaching online suppliers on Alibaba and 1688.com. Now we've developed a bit of a strategy here at Merchroute for doing this, and we've talked about it in our previous videos on RFQs. And that's when first contacting suppliers on the like of Alibaba and 1688.com, you need to ensure that you're standing out from the crowd. You're shouting, hey, look, I'm working in a professional company, I know what I'm doing, and we'll have a good, bountiful partnership. And then really we'll both make a profit from the arrangement. It'll be easier to do business with me and orders will be paid on time. And also, with you looking like you know what you're doing, professional and potentially more extensive than you actually are as a company, you'll weed out some of those suppliers that you wouldn't want to work with anyway, the ones with poor quality and the ones that just wouldn't answer you. So let's look at how to construct an RFQ, build those first inquiries to Alibaba suppliers and develop your product ideas for your manufacturer to provide a quote for. And luckily, we've had a sourcing job just come in from a good friend, Jake, in America. His entertaining style has allowed us to look at the information he's put into a sourcing document, and now we can run through the process on the back end to get to see the behind the scenes of our services and processes. So let's jump over to my desk and we can have a run through our sourcing process together. So as you can see now, we have our RFQ up on our screen. From our details that was submitted through our customer form that's online. So it pulls and the kind of must-have information from our website in a somewhat automated system, but that's the boring bit, and it populated into an RFQ form that we can see here in front of us. So in our RFQ form we have all the information that we need for a supplier to provide us with kind of a yes or no quotation. And ultimately, this isn't the final decision to say if the supplier is correct supplier for us, but it's a great starting point on the best possible footing. Now in our RFQ, you can see that we've got a bit of background to what we actually want. So we want a premium 4 hub port USB, which the information we got from Jake's input on our website. We've got a bit of the request details, so company name, our document numbers, date of issue, who's actually going to be doing the sourcing, 250 pieces which came from the automation. We normally put about 5 days the supplier has to actually get that quote to us, and then this is the stuff that's just pulled across from the general RFQ template. So we pulled this photo off the web page that was given to us in a link, and obviously we want to ensure that the product's going to be safe in the market that it's going into. So we want it to be CE marking or CE marked with a proof from the supplier that they can prove that they meet the EMC emissions, which is the electromagnetic interference that the European Commission put on a part of their CE marking standards. Then we want disposable marking required. We want the USB transfer rate on a sticker on the back, and also voltage of specifications of voltage. And then we'd also put on here that we'd like to see if the OEM has applied for any certification to apply for the following information on any of their products. And then also, because we want a logo included on this product, we want to actually ask where the logo can be placed on the design. So we might be asking for some sort of template from the supplier. So this has all the information in here, and ultimately what we're doing is we want to be showing the supplier that we're willing and able to actually go into business with them, saying, hi, hello, this is me. So then once we've done this, I usually put together a bit of an RFQ response form as well, making it pretty easy for the suppliers to send the response form back. So within that response form, I'd make an Excel sheet and put the simple questions in there that a supplier can answer. Sometimes they don't answer it, sometimes they do, but it just makes it a bit easier if they want to send you the information back in a way that you understand and they understand also. So then what do we do with that information? Well, we head on over to Alibaba, and once we got that information from Alibaba, we can start searching. So I've just searched for 4-hub USB here, USB 4-hub, and then it's come up with something that looks very, very similar to what we actually require. So normally what I do is just have a quick look around, have a look what's around in the different places. So as you can see here, this one looks something similar to what we actually want. So let's have a look down, have a look at this. So as you can see, it's no different to probably any other e-commerce system that you use. And ultimately we can put in here like what we want to be shipped and where to. I don't normally do that because what I do is if I'm going to ship anything from Alibaba directly, I get it shipped to our office in China, because what I usually do is get a load of samples sent to our office in China and shipped onto a customer. Consolidating allows you to save quite a bit of money in shipping. So I get these, what I probably do is ask Shenzhen Rock Tech Electronics, which have been open for 5 years. They've got a greater than 4-hour response time, but that's okay. And over 180,000 items for 227 transactions. So this might actually be pretty good. So as you can see, looking through it, it kind of looks like the kind of component that Jake has asked for. What we want to do is ensure that they can actually put a logo on it in our area. So we're going to send them a message and ask. So what does that message look like? So I spoke to Kevin Zhang a couple of days ago about the same items. So that's $2.39 to $2.99. Usually what I do is and he's also got quite a low MOQ, which is quite interesting here. Now, they will also ship items directly to you, so it's actually quite good if you wanted to get hold of some samples. So what I usually do, I send them the RFQ that we had before, and I put a note that actually entices them into the kind of prospect of working with us. So I put, hi there, I hope you are well. My name is George Chewson, and I'm owner of a company named Merchsprout, and I put a link to our website. Just a bit of background to Merchsprout. We're an independent sourcing and inspection company that connects large e-com buyers with independent manufacturing facilities like yours in China. We've been in business 4 years and have offices in the UK, Europe and China. I'm looking to partnership with a manufacturer like yourself to provide USB hubs to large Amazon suppliers in the US. They have employed us to look for companies to partnership up with to initially produce the above for USB 3.0 adapter after seeing your products before. Now I'm attaching our RFQ form your consideration with certification requirements. I see you have CE certification, but you can please advise what other product certification you have, and additionally, can you provide me with a confirmation of that certification? Additionally, as this is for an Amazon listing, can you confirm that we have the rights that if we purchase these items from you, then we can list these items? Please find attached our RFQ, 250. Additionally, if you could send me your product catalog, it'd be good. So, am I going to get all this information back from him in the first email? No, I've never got all that information back in the first email. Sometimes people don't even email you back at all. But what you want to do is show that people you're there and you are a company and you're potentially larger than what you actually are. So, Kevin Jang, okay. Email me back, okay. But then we start talking and what certificate you need. And then they start to ask, is it better by air? But a lot of the time, if you just came and said, I want 250 pieces, give me best price, you won't get anything back. But as you've actually engaged with them, sent them an email and put some attachments in there, then they're actually going to be more accommodating to you. Now, as I said before, I always attach the RFQ response form. Let's see if this will download. So as you can see, what in this RFQ response form, I put together a bit of it's kind of a cheat sheet for suppliers. Because a lot of the time suppliers will come back and you'll get lost in a lot of the questions. What you want to do is put all the questions onto one piece of paper. So as you can see, item description, premium, USB port hub, piece cost, lead time, MOQ, CE mark, any other markings, transfer rate, OEM certifications, and any additional comments. Now, what I usually do is get one of the team to translate this into Chinese, so it's a little bit easier for them. But if I'm searching on Alibaba.com like we are today, then I usually just send it in English. We can have a look on 1688.com and then actually use Chinese to then, or translate it into Chinese to actually get maybe some better responses back from suppliers. What we've proven here is we can actually get the products at around $2.39 a piece. And then what we need to do is do a bit more digging, and what we'll do is you will just rinse and repeat this process to maybe 5-6 suppliers and then try and find the best one for us. So what do I mean by best one for us? Now, when you're searching on Alibaba and places like this, there are obviously a lot of different suppliers. As you can see here, there are thousands and thousands of suppliers. See, as you can see, 1,539 suppliers. What we do is just make sure that the components that we're trying to source are actually from good suppliers. And that takes a bit of digging and talking and then finding out. And then what we want to do, so as you can see here, Oreo Technologies, they've been in trade 2 years. There's another one. Let's have a look at this one. So there's a big difference, big price difference between the one that we had, that $2, and the one here at $6. So can we actually see anything? So let's have a look at Kevin's. So there's a bit of a difference. There's a big difference in price. $6.96 versus $2.49. That actually looks quite a good supplier. So what you want to do is just go through, click on these, and then have a look and see which is the actual best value for money that you can find. So actually this one looks quite good because it's got a different design in the back with a, which one? Yeah, okay. So you can see there's quite a lot of information here about the company, who they are, how many people work there, what labels they've got, the year established, where they are. So this actually looks quite nice, but they've only got. So maybe if we could get this into the US for under $10, there might be something in this one. It looks quite good, quality. The actual component comes out the back. What I'd like to do is order a few different suppliers, get them to send us some quotes and also some samples to actually get the component in our hand. And even on something as small as this, what you want to be doing is ensuring that as you are building with a bit of a product idea is actually getting components into your hand. And the best way to do that is start speaking to suppliers, get them to send some samples to your team if you have a team in China. If not, get a consolidation team in China and actually get some components sent into your hand, because it's very hard to actually gauge what the actual quality of the components are. But a great start is, as I suggested, is getting the RFQ and then start talking to suppliers, start sending the emails, getting that response. One of the most accurate ways I've actually found of getting a response is actually constructing that long email trail and then putting an RFQ, because it's showing that you're serious. It's showing that you're a serious buyer. You're cutting through a lot of that noise and you are saying, hi, I'm here, this is what I want, can you help me out? So yeah, let's jump back and I'll just wrap up this video. So as you can see from us going through it together, the RFQ process is relatively straightforward. Suppose you'd like to see what we can do for you, as Jake did, head on over to merchsprout.com and arrange a call with me, and then we can construct an RFQ and discuss all the costs with Chinese factories, find you the best price using a combination of Alibaba and 1688.com, or, as I've shown here, you can do it yourselves. As with anything in overseas sourcing adventures, it's all about due diligence. Now, if you've liked this video and it's given some food for thought on your next sourcing adventure, please like and subscribe as it helps us out, and check out our other videos as we have loads of topics on items just like this. Now until next time, bye.